Alright, so I just made a long 15-minute video and deleted it on accident. Okay, starting fresh. Here we go. I got a Mutation X here that I picked up from Vapin the 619. Um, I know I'm not wearing the shirt, but got it right here. And you're just going to have to pretend that I'm wearing it and have to look at me in my undershirt here because it is 10:23 at night, and after this I'm going to sleep because I got a final in the morning, the gym, and then a final, and then yard work. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, a minute into it. My name's Jason. I love shopping at Vapin the 619. I'm also the owner of Vaping Veteran Supplies. Excuse me. Um, we don't sorry, I don't sell as much as a normal shop would. I love selling to veterans. However, it's open to anybody that can find me on Facebook. I'm not gonna hawk my stuff on a review that I'm doing for Vaping the 619 though. So just know that I'm Jason from Vaping Veterans Supplies, and I'm doing a review tonight on the Mutant X um, RDA that I got from Vapin the 619. This is not the drip tip that it comes with. That's my own little drip tip. The one that it does come with is right here. Little copper drip tip. Nice wide barrel here. Whee! Okay. Now I got it set up here on a Caravella clone with a 18650 EFES 35 amp battery. I only vape on high amp safe batteries. The EFES is nice. Sony VTC4 and 5s are what I usually have. But you're gonna have to watch me on this one. So, in here I got a liquid from Vapin the 619 as well, called Dragon's Blood or Dragon Blood. And at first I wasn't really keen on it just because I'm a big fruit guy. Um, it has a really autumn flavor to it, and the aftertaste is like pecan pie. I don't know if that's what other people taste when they try it or what, but that's definitely what I taste when I vape on it. So, a little bit about the mod here. You have 3 posts, with the tall center post here being your positive and the 2 negatives right here. Okay, you can tell this is deep. It is a lot deeper than the plume veil, which I have right here. Plume veil is very short, doesn't have a big well or reservoir. This has a huge reservoir compared to the plume veil. It's really nice and deep, and you can pack it with cotton or just let the juice sit around in there and wick up that way. That being said, this has some monster air holes. It has a total of 9 air holes on each side, and I half choke it, I guess you could say, where I have 3 holes open, and then the long portion here, I have 3 of them half blocked off, and then the other 3 are completely blocked off. So that's just because I like a stiffer draw. I'm not going to try to cloud chase tonight and see if I can't blow giant clouds, just because the liquid that I'm using is a 50-50, and it's really hard to get a huge cloud out of a 50-50. Okay, so side by side with the plume veil, I'm going to drip some of the dragon blood on there, and drip some of the dragon blood onto my plume veil. These both have dual parallel coils, 24 gauge Canthal. I believe that this is actually a wire that I believe it is the nichrome type wire that they are working on at Vapin the 619. Um, it's like almost like royal wire. It's very nice, burns very hot, very clean, and I'm using their store cotton here as my wicks because I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna fire these side by side, and you can see the clouds that the Mutation X puts out next to La Plumeville, which is my favorite atomizer here, and they're both clones. Okay, now that that's out of the way, you can see La Plumeville had huge plumes. This stayed really concentrated. Um, However, the vapor production on this is intense, and it's kind of unfair to put Canthal wires up against something like Royal Wire. Um, the Royal Wire is definitely always going to put out more vapor, but you could see, even though it was 24 gauge Canthal A1 on a dual parallel, it kept up pretty good. So I'm going to put the top back on here. Okay, and forgive me for my stainless steel and copper top. I have a copper 4.9 mod coming in that I'm going to be putting this on. So I'm going to vape it really quick. This is the Dragon's Blood 50/50 3 mil nicotine. It's definitely like reminiscent of like Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas time, just that overall flavor that I get, and that pecan pie aftertaste, which is the best part if you ask me. And the vapor production on it for being 50/50 PGVG is very good too. And now remember, I'm also hitting that on my cheap little Carvela. I don't know if it's stainless or aluminum, but it's very light. I'm gonna say it's an aluminum mod, but the post is either brass or copper, so it's still pretty decent for making that connection up to the atomizer. Okay. The mod that I am going to be putting it on is actually going to be a direct. Okay, I think we're safe. Direct connection to the battery. So when I get that mod in, I'll definitely vape on it and do another follow-up video. See if it's not any more intense cloud-wise. So this is the same juice on the plume veil, and I'm going to do the vapes so you can see kind of side by side. Well, not side by side, but one after the other, the vapor production. So it's definitely not that dense of a cloud, but also look at the barrels on the drip tips. I got a narrow drip tip and um, a very wide drip tip here. Let me switch these out and see if see if I can't get a difference. And that's 50-50. God, this drip tip, this wide barrel, wide drip tip that I got is like freaking insane. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to put the stock drip tip back on it. I'm going to I'm going to put the stock drip tip on it, just so you can see how it vapes with the stock drip tip. Get some more liquid in there. That's another thing. I don't have to drip as much with the Mutation X because it has that deep reservoir, which is really nice. So unlock my Carvela because I always lock it. And here we go. And I wasn't even really trying to blow any sort of clouds with that. That being said, another feature that they have here is what I can only guess would be to help air cool the atomizer down, um, which is really cool because um, the way metal works is it's going to heat up these smaller pieces first, and since there's more airflow that goes around here, it'll cool these pieces, which will in turn cool the bigger, denser pieces down here. Um, but you actually need some cool airflow for that, and I don't have any sort of airflow really going on right now, except for ceiling fan out in the distance. Sorry, this is like my fourth take on the video. I've been vaping like a madman. Um, again, Daniel's the one who helped me out today. What happened was I had bought the RDA from Molly about a week ago and had issues with the rubber seals on it around the atomizer that the cap fits on, and it's not their fault. It's the manufacturer's fault. Molly even gave me some extra O-rings to try to play with, but those didn't really do a whole heap and helping, hollering, helping, whatever of help with it. Um, so by the time I was able to get back in, it's been, I don't know, like over the weekend, and about a week or so, I think. And I finally got those new rings that fit. They were really cool. Went in, they already knew because I had emailed them about it. Got the new rings from Daniel. We tried out a bunch of rings. He didn't just give me 2 rings and be like, "Here you go." No, he definitely made sure that I was satisfied with what I had got from him. um, and that Dragon Blood, if you guys go into Vapin the 619, definitely sample it or buy some. If you're watching this and all you can do is buy it, take the leap and just buy it. It's good if you like that pecan pie sort of flavor and aftertaste. It definitely could easily be an everyday vape. And I'm kind of glad that I got a full 15 mil of it because that's another 3 days or 4 days at least of switching out with a little bit of juice that I do have left from the blue and a couple other juices from like Vapormeister and Vapor Bomb. That being said, thank you very much. My name is Jason from Vaping Veterans Supplies. Thank you very much, Molly, Don, and Daniel. And I will definitely be back in soon for some more blue and some more dragon's blood. Thank you very much.